Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Claudio Dondi, as you mostly know. I'm president of EFQUEL since its creation 5 years ago, 5 years and a few months ago. I'm going to chair this annual general meeting that is supposed to last no longer than 7 o'clock, because at 7 o'clock we have a get-together for the delegates in the garden and some drinks, and I think we should respect the timing because we are all, I wouldn't say tired, but at least let's say we have already taken part in a committing day in the workshops. I would start by expressing my satisfaction on the achievement of EFQUEL in these 5 years. I think we have actually started to be concrete in several sectors of education and training. We have projects in the area of higher education, on vocational education and training, adult learning, open educational resources. And we have already a significant exposure to international activity beyond Europe. And also I would like to point out that from an organizational and networking point of view, the progress made in the last year has been remarkable. You have noticed that we have a much better website, much more active. You have noticed that we have a much more continuous communication. This is to a large extent the merit of our Secretary General, Rolf Reiner, and I think we need to be grateful for his very substantial devotion to the task of Secretary General. Now, those who know me knows that I'm never completely satisfied, and I spend 1 minute to say the thing on which I'm satisfied and 1 hour to explain the things on which I'm not completely satisfied. That makes me very popular with my employees, as you can imagine. But I would like to point out some area for challenges that are still open for us. After saying we have progressed significantly, and I think we should recognize that after 5 years the foundation is much more solid, respected, and well organized. We still, I think, have to work more on the area of the services to members. It's an area in which we have improved. It's an area in which we still need some progress, and we need to know what the members desire in order that our effort to design service for members are not the result of our imagination only, but are also the result of an open dialogue that we want to establish with each of you. I think we have been proposing and participating in quite interesting projects. I think we still have to work on the impact of these projects on mainstream practice. It was a conversation we had recently in the last coffee break with some of you, and the point is, are we aware that beyond the membership of EFQUEL and other similar organizations, the education practice is not changing that much? Are we really sure that we are reaching not only the minority of people that already sympathizes with our ideas, and we are not forgetting to spend more time in a more systematic dissemination of results of the project we propose and we promote? At the beginning of the history of EFQUEL, there was also a dream of mine to be able to position EFQUEL as a real foundation with a big F. It means a foundation that is not only able to get funds, but is also able to distribute funds. We have not yet reached the state. I think we have been improving a lot in the capacity to receive funds, and of course the success in the project activities of the European Union are there. The capacity to organize events like this on our own shows that there is a capacity to do operation. We are we are able to sustain our small structure, but we are not yet able to manage a program in which we can support, maybe with small grants, innovative projects that are not compatible with the bureaucracy of a European application. I think that is an objective for the next 3 or 4 years that we should keep in mind if we want to be a real foundation. Being able to fund something, not only to be funded, is the difference between a foundation and an association, in my view, my modest view. And if we are able to network better with the important network of foundations, some of which are based in Brussels and are a very important family, I think we can go farther in this direction. So this I would like to point out as an objective. Another point on which we can improve is the balance of the membership. At the moment we have a majority of higher education institutions. That has always been a little bit the profile of EFQUEL. We have of course some important networks at the very beginning of the foundation. These are the most important partners of all. Then we have a big family of university, and then we have smaller families of public administration, training organization, adult learning, some industrial part. I think we need to pay attention to increase the smaller family, although we always welcome universities in our family. And yeah, I think the main point of conceptualization that I think this conference expresses is that the foundation is dealing with quality, not only for quality's sake, that is there, of course, but because we think that quality must be incorporated, embedded in broader objectives. This conference that talks about inclusion, excellence, and innovation is a good example of this. Tomorrow I will explain it with more detail. I think it's an important point of consensus that I think our membership agrees, as far as we know, that we shouldn't concentrate only on quality instruments and quality procedures, but we should look at the relevance of quality in the discourse on innovation, on excellence, and on innovation, excellence, and inclusion, equity, etc. And well, I think essentially this is what I have to say. I'm happy. I think we still have some open challenges, and I think we need to listen to you more. That means that you need to talk to us more on the other side. Because the availability to listen has always been there, I think, and since we have a full-time person at the center of the organization, that is also materialized on a better way. But of course, you need to know that we want to listen to you in order to talk to us. And we are in a phase, I think, after 5 years in which we can make serious plans for the future. And it's the moment when we would like to concentrate inputs from the membership. Okay? Now, as you know, when in the agenda you find the presidency report, it doesn't mean that there is one president that reports. There is the president and the vice president. And I have the big luck of having a vice president who is better than the president and is taking charge of most of the things that there are to do in the foundation. So it's now my pleasure to pass over the floor to Dr.